People are welcome in my home. I watch who I bring into my home because, as you can see, I'm a collector of sorts. You know, I like to collect things, and like the little doodads and the things. And I'm Nettie Moore, and I've lived in the neighborhood since 1927. See it grow from what it was to what it is. I'm almost 95 years old. I've got a notebook. It's, I would say, possibly a 4-inch notebook, and everything that shows the change in this area. Everything that I've done within my lifetime, it's a recording. Okay, things I used to like to do was write poems. This is one of the poems that I wrote. Memories of skating on Sloan's Lake, twists and turns we learned to make. Only a few people had cars way back then. 12th Avenue and Utica Street, curbs and gutters, there were none. It was 2000 and 2001 before that project finally got done. Friends have grown up, moved on. The homes they lived in are now gone. When I was growing up, they always divided between West Denver and North Denver, so we at that time was considered West. And I, with my folks, I was 10 months old, and they came over to the 1200 block in Utica Street. So you've heard a Little House on the Prairie. Okay, that's how I lived. It was like a little house on the prairie. We had our chicken house. You figure from this to this, when streets was put in, see the street improvement? And you know, at that time, people were friendly. Your neighbors were friendly. Come up to our house for dinner today. Maybe next Sunday we'd say, you come to our house. We had a good view of the Rocky Mountains. You could get up early in the morning and you could see the mountains. You could look to the east. You'd see the sun come up, and in the evening you saw it go down. Well, you don't do that anymore. Now we're gifted with looking at the light rail, a parking facility. So this here is, you know, a lot of during the early days of downtown Denver. It's a running history day to day, more or less, I guess you'd say, of the development through the years of Colfax. And then when you get in like these, some of the different meetings that I attended, and I've been active in my life because every time anything needed to be done, I've spoke before public. And me, I always told people I'm lady every step of the way, but I think like a man. Whether it's Michael Hancock, Hickenlooper, Webb, or anybody that's run Denver throughout the years, I guess I've been there, did that, and seen it all. And when Webb was in office, and his thing was a great city, to vote, you know, to start doing development and get rid of the potholes. We need streets, we need curbs. And I've in my notebooks, you'll see where I wrote letters to city officials. Good Neighbor Award. Neighborhood groups aided. That's me. I have pictures when they put in the light rail from day to day, you know, the changes. So we got into the time, you know, of everything up. And it's up more and more. People are beginning now to sell their homes, and it's being a scrape. This whole area, well, in fact, all over the Denver County itself, it's scrape. But the way I look at it myself is, you know, people have to have places to live. And do I miss the sun in the morning? Do I miss seeing it go down at night? Yes. But you know, people still have to have places to live. And in some respects, it was an asset because it did get rid of some of the stuff that wasn't as nice, that helped your neighborhood down. And like Colfax, the difference, it made a difference to what, you know, it became, what it was and what it became. So I've got plaques, and I've got, you know, all the honors that I've got through the years. This is my wall of collections, recognition of your generous and outstanding commitment to our city. But it isn't the glory of a piece of paper. A house can catch fire, or there's different things that can be destroyed. But the thing that you do within your area, that's there. That can be seen. It can be an asset, not a detriment to the people that live in that area. Okay, this now is what's happening with St. Anthony's now. That's me, Sholin. To me, you don't look at your front door and think just that. You have to spread out with your mentality and care for others besides yourself. I want to be remembered of a person with respect. And I never say, well, you know what, I should get some pay for this. I've never got 1 cent for nothing. But the thing is, all I've ever asked is pictures. Pictures, it's life. It's life. You can do a lot of talk sometimes, and you can see just one picture, and it tells a story. The memories I have within my mind, and the poem and legacy I leave behind. I leave my love and memories to each of you. Now be sure to keep your pictures and memories too. Love, Mom, grandmother, and friends. My name is Nettie Moore, and I am Denver.